later tonight.
Ed, all those accolades are great, but we're talking about 2019. This is a new, young Lakers team. Let's see what kind of effort they bring on the floor tonight.
Let's do it here from Staples Center. Kyle Kuzma, that's the start they were looking for just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
To number 23, LeBron.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3 is good. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
And Kawhi Leonard, good on the quick release there.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Leonard to George. Knocks it down from mid-range. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
To Davis. Clippers have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know that was a nasty play, but sometimes as a defense, you can't even let the play get to that point. Put that guy on his back, stare at him, send a message that nothing's happening in the paint.
For support. If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website.
Across the timeline comes James. Right now, down 7. From long range, Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
The assist from number 23, LeBron James.
George, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one goes down. Knocks down the second free throw.
See, you've been working on your game.
Hits all 3 free throws.
Good shot.
To Cousins. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively. You can't make any shots. Then you see the ball go in. Boom. Switch turned on.
To Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. How's that for a start? 14 points in this first quarter as he knocks down the 3.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
Nice pass to set things up. Whoa, what a finish. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
No good. To Davis. And Cousins throwing it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
And he adds the free throw. To George. Goes to the right side. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
LeBron with it up top. 9-point margin. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many...
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Clippers ball.
Leonard had made his first three, but that shot off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
JaVale McGee sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Big finish at the rim.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
George, Paul George, looking good, 4 for 5.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
George, good offense, beating good defense.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
The assist from number 23, LeBron James.
1 quarter down. It's been all Clippers so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Clippers have the basketball. George. Now that's a contest. To Cousins. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's 2 for 2 now.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Leonard, the pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Leonard to Paul George. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Strong finish for Paul George. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Leonard. To Beverly. Leonard to Beverly.
Big ball, big ball. I got you.
Down the lane. Shot won't fall. To Danny Green. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
DeMarcus Cousins knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Stepping in.
Kawhi Leonard. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
James. Clippers have it. To Beverly. Flushes it home. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Clippers have got it. Oh, big finish at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
No good and no foul.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Leonard. Deep right corner. George. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
James to Danny Green. Fires the 3. He engulfed him that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Danny Green. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Cousins. And the rebound taken in by George. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Ivica Zubac. He's got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. First one, count it. And he makes them both. Lakers at the controls right now. Oh, he had him there for a second. Doesn't get the bounce. From 18 feet at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Beverly. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Davis to Danny Green. Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. To George. Kawhi Leonard. Shot won't go.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Kyle Kuzma buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Even to Zubac. Pins it. That's his third block this evening. Kuzma.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Paul George. Tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Offensive rebound with a drop step. Not that time. To Paul George.
Blocking foul to number 3, Anthony Davis. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
To Leonard. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Number 23, LeBron James.
And finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And a throwdown. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Leonard. Gets it in the right corner. Williams. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Anthony Davis. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
LBJ has it. To Cousins. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Leonard. Over to the right side. Williams. That won't go. The follow won't go either. To James. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
LeBron James. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. Oops, he missed the first one. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. And counted at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Cousins. Count the bucket for 2.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
LeBron James. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Leonard. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. The pass taken away by the Clippers. And finishes strong. That misses. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the 4th quarter. And not a whole lot you could do in this situation other than give it your best shot.
And players don't like to hear this, Ed, but the reality of the matter is this is a character-building opportunity. Yes, you may lose this game, but that does not mean that you do not fight each and every possession.
Anthony Davis makes it look easy as he hits the 3.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have 2s when you can shoot 3s, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the 3-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. It's James controlling the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Probing the defense. Fires the 3. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for 3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Danny Green goes to the left side. It's James. Can't get the bounce. To Harkless. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Scores from the post.
I think the defender had absolutely 0 chance on that play.
To Harkless. George to the basket, but it won't go. Danny Green to James. Danny Green to James. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down and help. Quick skip passes equal 3s in the bank.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter.
The difference is going to be the best player on the court. He's a guy that you have to trust in. He has to get the ball. And sometimes as a coach, you need to let go and let your best players do what they do.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Not that time. To George. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Kuzma driving right to the basket. James, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Los Angeles, they have it. James. McGee powers it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now ready with a couple of free throws. Paul George at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. LeBron into the front court. His guys down by 9. And the bucket's good for DeMarcus.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. Anthony Davis, tough matchup against George. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Leonard. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
James. Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. James. That's good D. Shot no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
George. To the outside, to Williams. Great look and vision. Beverly, Patrick Beverly. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more,